Well, today is the last day of August. It's already here, even though it feels like we just started. Now, of course, with our wrap up to August, I had to include our summary of stats for this month. Now, we're a bit warmer this year than what we were last year, and especially just a little bit warmer than normal, but we had one sunny day, or one 70-degree day of August so far this month, and that's about on track with what we saw last year, but just a little bit less than normal. And of course, our rain is just a little bit less than normal as well, but that's continuing to collect as we move on through for today. Now, looking at our time lapse from today, you can just see all those low-lying clouds moving through, all those overcast skies, and then some of the rain that we saw earlier this afternoon. But temperatures are slightly cooler today. They're going to be slightly warmer tomorrow, so that's something you can look forward to for Labor Day. Now, I just love this photo. Thank you, Corey, for sending this in. I just love all the colors. It works so well together. But with our weather headlines, Labor Day weekend, it's here. Tomorrow is our extra day off, and with that, we have our atmospheric river that is back over central Alaska. Now, it's pretty much exactly what we saw last week. It's hovering over the western and central part of Alaska, bringing in lots of wind and rain. But of course, we also have our wind and heat advisories returning. So very similar reflection as to what we saw last week. But looking ahead, you can see this band of moisture that's moving on through, and that's going to be coming in by tomorrow morning. So you're going to see some scattered showers and definitely some overcast skies at the start of the day. But we are expecting some slightly sunnier skies as we progress into the afternoon. And then we're going to have some more showers returning for the afternoon to evening hours, especially here in Anchorage. But looking ahead, you can see that this is mostly going to affect the Alaska Peninsula, western Alaska, and then as we progress into the interior, parts of the interior are also going to collect some rain moving into tomorrow. Now, that's also going to continue on through Tuesday, mostly affecting some of the Aleutian Islands and the Alaska Peninsula. But there is a lot of weather going on, and it's that time of year where, of course, we're progressing into the fall season, and that's when we're going to continue to see those showers moving in. And with our expected rainfall, we're expecting to see nearly an inch in McGrath, a little over an inch and a half in Talkeetna. Now, this is really important for everybody who is in or near the Talkeetna area. We do have that flooding near Petersville, and that's just going to continue as we progress into this week. Now, of course, we do have that flood warning in effect for that area. We have the heat advisory in southeast because they've just been getting nothing but sunshine and warm temperatures. And over in western Alaska and near the Aleutians, we're seeing that gale warning. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, that flood advisory is also just sitting over top of the Brooks Range. So we do have a lot happening, a lot more rain back on the way. Now, for southeast Alaska, there's those warmer temperatures that I was telling you about. Lots more sunshine on the way. That's just going to continue through this week. The interior is going to see some slightly warmer temperatures, but then you're going to see some of that rain moving in from that storm that's pushing from the west. The North Slope's going to see some slightly warmer temperatures in the 50s and 60s, but of course, cloudy skies and some windy conditions are on the way. In western Alaska, of course, this is for you. You're going to have more of that storm coming through from that atmospheric river, bringing in more rain and more wind gusts, but relatively normal temperatures. Now, of course, for the Aleutians, you're going to see a little bit of that atmospheric river affecting you, mostly for Cold Bay and Dillingham, but still other areas are going to continue to see some of those windier conditions, but partly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Here in South Central, we're seeing Kenai Peninsula with temperatures in the low 60s for your Labor Day, with mostly cloudy skies for some areas. More of that rain is coming and affecting the western side of South Central, but of course, the Copper River Basin, you're going to dry out as we progress through this week, but a little bit of showers going into tomorrow. Matsu, you're going to get some rain going into tomorrow, especially areas like Willow and Talkeetna. Not so much for areas a little bit closer to Anchorage, but here in Anchorage, we're going to see some partly to mostly cloudy skies by the morning, and then as we progress through the afternoon, we're going to see some of those cloudy skies moving on out with temperatures in the low to mid 60s, and that's the same for Fairbanks. So, Michaela, we're going to see some mixture of clouds and sunshine for our Labor Day.
I know a lot of people are looking forward to tomorrow. Thanks, Bailey.
Yeah.
Now let's